everybody, my name is Haley Ross and this is my informative speech over Bill Gates. So, how many of you have ever used Microsoft Word? Or even in the last 24 hours have you ever used Microsoft Word? Or even Office? Who has used Microsoft PowerPoint or even Excel spreadsheet? Odds are at least everyone here has used these recently. A college dropout once stated, "As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others." We don't often spend our time quoting college dropouts, and this quote is actually from Bill Gates. Today, I will discuss who Bill Gates is, secondly, what Bill Gates has accomplished, and third, and finally, what he values. Bill Gates has many accomplishments, such as currently being the richest person in the world. So, let's begin by telling you who Bill Gates is. Bill Gates was born in Seattle, Washington, to a family that was based on their jobs and participation in organizations, and they also valued hard work and giving back to society. Bill Gates' father, William H. Gates II, was an attorney and later served as a chair on a Bill Melinda Gates Foundation. Bill Gates' mother was a school teacher and worked for the University of Washington and the United Way International. Bill Gates was socially awkward and didn't fit well with his surroundings, and nor his peers, which led to his enrollment in Lakeside Private Institution. His first experience with a computer, he spent countless numbers of hours, which led to a lifelong career. He was also introduced to his now lifelong friend known as Paul Allen. The Harvard student Gates was influenced by Paul Allen to drop out of school to start their own software company. Gates and Allen registered the trademark Microsoft. Gates writes an open letter to computer hobbyists, condemning the early adopters for sharing rather than paying for software. Gates takes a second leave of absence from Harvard and sets up Microsoft in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where MIT is headquartered. Microsoft just in 1 year exceeded $1 million, and that was their sales. Gates gains a reputation for being tough but very focused and driven towards his goal. At only age 31, Gates becomes the youngest billionaire ever. He then meets his future wife, Melinda French, at a Microsoft event in New York City, New York. Gates eventually finds Corbis, an archive of art and photography from public and private collections. Corbis later becomes one of the highest and the largest collections of visual information in the world. At only age 39, and with a fortune of $12.9 billion, Gates becomes the world's richest man. Later that summer, Microsoft introduces Internet Explorer to the world, as now part of Windows 95. The Road Ahead, Gates' book, about his vision for the digital future, holds the #1 spot in the New York Times bestseller, and that was for 7 weeks straight. Gates begins to shift Microsoft's focus toward the emerging internet. Then, Gates publishes another best-selling book, which was named Business at the Speed of Thought. And that was about the interconnections of business and technology. The television network TNT airs a made-for-TV movie about the merger of Microsoft and Apple combined, and that was called Pirates of Silicon Valley. Later, Anthony Michael Hall, who played the nerd Brian in The Breakfast Club, plays as Gates in the Pirates of Silicon Valley movie, or the TV show. Gates eventually steps down as CEO of Microsoft. Then, Gates' former Harvard doormate and right-hand man, Steve Ballmer, takes over the helm, while Gates becomes Chief Software Architect. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation was merged after that, and they formed as a foundation. Then that also merged the William H. Gates Foundation, which was Bill Gates' father, and the Gates Learning Foundation. Then Gates graduates from Harvard. The university then awards him with an honorary degree. Gates gives a commencement speech encouraging the students to strive for social change. In one of his speeches towards the students, he states, "Humanity's greatest advices are not in discoveries," Gates says to the class, "but in those discoveries are applied to reduce inequity." In conclusion, realistically, you can choose many role models in the world that have done countless and wonderful things. Personal role models should reflect similarities in your goals for future achievements. Bill Gates not only demonstrates the qualities in being a role model for future successful professionals, but has paved the way in computer technology. Thank you for watching my informative speech over Bill Gates. I hope you all have a great night.